Добро пожаловать на мой канал YouTube. Меня зовут Борислав. И продолжение игры Вампир. Так, что я хотел? Ну все, навыки мы изучили. Будем продолжать дальше.
Fresh blood.
Свежая
The
кровь.
whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Что это сделал? Свинцовый прод. Во! Старая коса. Так, а как тебя выбрать-то? Я уже забыл, где тут. Вот он, инвентарь. Слушай. Вот. Так. Заходим.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, please stop.
This creature is
О,
bedeviled.
а вот и он.
I must put it down.
Сука, опять эта выносливость. Ну чё ты, блядь? Ну, фига он тупой вообще. Вообще тупой. Ну, сажал его. Так это не обязательно надо было. Так, хп. хп. Подожди ты. О! Ну чё ты головой? О, сука! Так. Давай с тобой побазарим.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without...
Сука, он ожил. О. Здравствуйте.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Я уже все сделал. В смысле все сделал ты? Хуйня какая-то. Так.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Ни хрена
Good
себе.
fellows, I've come to offer help.
У тебя типа охот.
Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Так, где он у нас? Вот он.
This poor creature can't be
Образец
mistaken.
крови.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Ну это скали, как сказала эта баба, что это, ну, не вампиры. Какие-то скали. А какие, хрен поймешь. Ага, ну прикольно, кстати. Вид-то прикольный.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Ну это да. Главное, что
The
остановили.
woman? What? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
А чё водка не
Of
едет?
that, you are right.
Чё она едет-то?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke
Чё за
Hospital
бред-то?
as a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Ну все, погнали. Я уж думаю залагал, блин, чё лодка не едет. Где Вася? О, вот это наша больница.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy.
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Ну чё, погнали, лечите.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Слушай, а прикид такой, ничего такой. Так. Да, блин. О.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Давай поговорим.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite. So you think I didn't notice? Stop you.
Insult me again.
All right, sorry.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound. Follow me.
Давай сожрем, все. Гипноз. Оп.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Вот и все. Сажали преступника.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you.
О,
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
да иди ты. Прям.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate.
Кто это все разговаривает-то со мной, я не могу понять.
Burden, such a divine sin.
Да, конечно. Так. Войди в больницу. Нет, пойдем. Да блин, что тебе
Doctor,
надо?
where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane.
Да хотя, какие вопросы могут быть? Так. Пойдемте в кабинет, что ли?
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Слушай, ничего такая больница-то. Так, второй этаж, да? Нет, это точно не мой кабинет. Да нет. Нет. Вот он выходит. Да, доктор.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
Слушай,
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
ну да. Так, а тут нет ничего, да?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Стеклянная, ага. Давай проведем анализ. Так, анализ крови. Блять, что я сделал-то? Подожди ты. Оп. Ссылка регенерация.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Ну да. Все, ложимся спать. Так, что ж тебе прокачать-то? Давайте прокачаем. По здоровью, что ли. Вот, дикая жижа. Все. Ага, сохранить. Следующей ночью. Я так понял, всех лечить надо, да, больных?
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Так, подожди, вот она. Здорово.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Совсем никаких
What
антисептиков.
type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the...
Ну все, пойдемте. Где? Так, морг. Морг. Где идти-то? А тут я не пройду. Так, бегом. Так, вот. Сюда, что ли? Тьфу ты, блин. Наоборот, нам. Так, и бежим. Где-то тут ход должен быть. Ну вот он.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
О. Так. Ага. Вот уроды, блядь. Это вообще седьмой. О, как ты орешь-то. Давай, сука. Ой, блядь. На, сука, я тут теперь твоей кровью побью. Так, все. Это что такое? Фотографии на бумажке. Идемте. Так вот и морг. Некоторые враги, в том числе слепые скалы, проповедники, чувствуют ваше присутствие. Опа, старый морг. Бля, ну это жопа вообще. Да не смысл в жопу, но... Давайте посмотрим, может тут что-нибудь полезное найдем. Хотя навряд ли.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Скотина, блядь, а?
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Все заберу.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Так. Что-то... Вот как он так умудряется, сука? И все. Так, сюда что ли?
It's locked.
Вот, нам что надо взять так. Хинья. А это вниз, да, надо? Что сейчас было? Сука, опять они, блядь. Как они напрягают эти скалы.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Я крови хочу напиться, блядь. О! Сука, вот урода, блядь. В натуре урода, а не скала. Так. Опять скала. Да слава богу, а. Так, ну сюда. Зашибись. Слушай, вот ты мне в натуре вот не нужен сейчас. Ты где? О, ну. Это босс такой, что ли? Джон Доу. Устойчивость у него. Вот, сука, жри, блядь. Так он вообще легкий-то. О, блядь. Ну чё, блядь? Вот, сука. Все сдохло.
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
А.
To drink blood is so tempting.
Да. Стой. Вот мы сейчас и улучшим, кстати. Да, не топорик не надо. Блин, не хватает.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Все, надо валить вообще. Валим. Да иди ты в пень. Я валялся. Сука, как вот достали. А где тут, кстати, выход? Где выход-то был? Вот он. Все. Так. Полночь. Ага. Изготовить средства от переутомления. Куда я пошел-то? Сейчас изготовим. Так, это мое. Так, бежим. Блять, опять не сюда. Ты что ты будешь делать-то? Где тут пройти-то, а? Харви. Вот. Фу-то опять я тут. Да, я про эту. А тут больные одни. Вот. Ага, все вижу. Вот сюда нам и надо. Так, средства переутомления. Так. Сейчас лекарство отнесем. Неизвестно, неизвестно. Кому ты это? А тебе?
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here...
Duty calls?
Many thanks, Doctor.
Помогите этому пациенту. За какому?
But in the circumstances,
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Ну да, я талантливый.
Do you require...
I have other...
Goodbye, Mrs. Go...
Давай я посмотрю его.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help you? Really? Why are you here?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts so much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Ну давай мы
Do you need
досмотрим.
any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Дать лекарство.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Ну все,
I
вылечу.
have to go now. But don't hesitate.
Все,
Waste your
вылечу.
time with me.
Вот так. Ну ладно, пожалуй, на этом закончим. С вами был Борисов. Если вам понравилось прохождение игры Вампир, пишите в комментариях, ставьте лайки. Всем пока.